Hello, my friends, Evolutionary Energy Arts family. I hope you guys are doing well. We're just going to do a quick update to the situation going on right now with the coronavirus. So here we see the official tallies, and now we have 11,374 confirmed, with 11,221 in mainland China, followed by Thailand with 19, Japan with 17, Singapore with 16, Hong Kong with 13, South Korea 11, Taiwan 10, Australia 9, Malaysia 8, Germany 7, Macau 7, and the US 7. France has 6, the UAE 4, Canada 3, Italy 2, Russia 2, UK 2, Vietnam 2. And then we have 1 in Cambodia, Finland, India, Nepal, and the Philippines. So we see there's 259 deaths that are confirmed and 252 recovered. So definitely increasing, Cindy.
It's definitely increasing. So that's what we're keeping an eye on. We're watching, are things getting better or worse? And they seem to be getting worse.
Yeah, and of course we know that these are very low numbers. So this is the Lancet. A lot of people have been starting to quote this particular paper. And so what they have come up with number-wise is that right now you are looking at 75,815 actual cases. So, almost sevenfold what the actual numbers are. And there's a lot of news coming out. Here, we see this article, and this is out of the Epoch Times. Faced with existential threat to their rule, Chinese leaders decide to save 11 cities from coronavirus epidemic. There's been so much thought that this is a bioweapon, and as we've been talking about, why would you release it on your own people? There are those that think it's really all about food shortages and the fact that there's not going to be enough food. So, perhaps it was released to bring down the population numbers, which is just an incredible thing to contemplate. And, everybody has their own opinions on what's going on here. And so this is saying that there's 11 cities on the Communist Party's priority list of being saved, of which you have Beijing, Tianjin, Shanghai, Guangzhou, Shenzhen, Hong Kong, Hangzhou, Xi'an, Shenyang, Harbin, and Urumqi. So they're prepared to protect these cities at all costs, even if it means sacrificing other cities. And here you see projected death toll estimate between 1 and 2 million. This is according to a research report by Professor Gabriel Matthew Leung before the lockdown of Wuhan, where obviously everything kind of started on. So, the numbers are just staggering any way you look at it. And the thought here is they're going to let go of other cities and let it burn itself out in these cities that are isolated and trying to keep it from infecting these other cities, which are of prime economic and military importance. So, what is really going on? Everybody's trying to piece it together. It is really, what's going on. What do you think about all this?
I don't know. I'm just watching it. I'm watching everything kind of fall together and watching everything continue to not make any sense. And I'm concerned. I'm truly concerned.
And this is Natural News, as the title is talking about this paper that we're just looking at. Chinese leaders to sacrifice coronavirus-infected cities to save 11 others, prepared to accept millions of fatalities in order to keep their hold on power, is basically what it's coming down to. Because it basically says that the studies that they were looking at showed that they wouldn't be able to keep control of power, and thus, they're prepared to isolate and, sacrifice millions of lives. Pretty scary stuff when you think about all this, and you got to wonder what governments will do to keep their grip on power Here you see Lancet study warns self-sustaining outbreaks in major cities around the world inevitable because of the symptomless coronavirus carriers. So, a couple percent of people won't get sick at all, won't have a clue that they have anything going on, and just simply spread the virus. And we're hearing from more and more that it's inevitable that it's going to circle the globe. Here we see 6 seafarers falling ill as coronavirus outbreak continues. How about all those ships that are bringing Chinese goods, ashore in different countries around the world? Well, here you see 6 sailors are ill. And don't forget about your pets, because they can carry it too and even be asymptomatic as well. So, I know.
Poor kitty.
Yeah, Kitty looks like he has a cold. So, this is huge. And then we hear that Zero Hedge, the article that we quoted, which was just Zero Hedge basically citing a source. It got them banned from Twitter because they were talking about this and talking about what we talked about this morning, that it has characteristics that look like HIV insertions put into this virus. And, most of us, I think, do think it's a bioweapon. I think the majority of the population does, at least those that are in our circles, So that got Zero Hedge banned from Twitter. And if you guys caught Christian's Ice Age Farmer's video today, he was talking just about the censorship thing going on and how governments are really trying to control people more than ever in every way. And it's a total war on just freedom. It's a total war on freedom. And here you see another one that comes out now trying to dissuade people from believing in that study, which says, hey, it looks very similar to some HIV characteristics. So this one says, nope, it doesn't really seem engineered from HIV. So, again, is this part of the powers that be trying to stop true knowledge spreading, or is it really the case? Maybe it's not engineered from HIV or spliced with HIV, but what if it is? And then the war on fake news, God, it's the war on free speech is what it is. I hate that term. It's something that is going to bite us all in the butt. It already is. So as we see here, Trump administration temporarily bars foreigners who visited China. 46 more have died in China. It's higher. Delta, United, American Airlines suspend flights between U.S. and mainland China. And new report on first U.S. case of novel coronavirus details mild symptoms followed by pneumonia. So this is about the Washington case. And it goes into big details, as well. So you could see basically what the chart looked like. And the running of a temperature, not too high, 102.9. Cough, runny nose. And then the lung situation, lower left lobe filling up. Typical pneumonia. And so, it's an in-depth look at that first person who appears to be recovering, which is good again. And here we see the first case in Spain. It's on the Canary Islands. And so we see more cases popping up. You have 7 cases over in Germany. And here you see coronavirus spreading in Munich shows difficulty halting the bug. And there's some question here about, again, people having it and still spreading it, even when they seem better. And that's disconcerting again.
That is very disconcerting. So, if you have it and you think you're over it, you're probably not.
Well, yeah, or you don't know, because we did hear today too, you could relapse, or maybe you're just still a carrier. And here we see Chinese hospitals discharge 243 quote-unquote recovered patients. 72 walk out of the hospital after recovery, getting flowers, doing their photo ops. Can they still transmit it? Are they, what does it mean if they always could transmit it then? Where does that leave us?
Yeah, where exactly does that leave us? That leaves us up Poop Creek without a paddle.
Yeah, to put it bluntly, yeah. I mean, that's a horrible thought. And we see Dr. Liang here, who has passed on. He was treating patients, first doctor to die from the coronavirus. And here we see the 7th case confirmed in the U.S. And it's a man who lives in Santa Clara County, California. And so there's 7 cases in the U.S. at the moment that they know of that's confirmed. And here's a study basically, and this is getting into the details of what I was talking about with the German case. How people apparently seem to get better, but then they still spread it. Spread it. Sorry about that, guys. And Dr. Eric Fagel-Ding, and he says this graph is worth 1,000 letters. Look at that. So, it's exponential, as we know. And we have possible cases of coronavirus under review in Dallas, multiple ones as well. So, again, err on the side of caution, and every day that goes by is just getting a little bit more dangerous with this. So again, I would probably try to get myself situated, as we have, as much as possible, and take more precautions every day that goes by.
Absolutely. Take more precautions. Do what you got to do, you guys.
So my friends, as always, prepare. Keep a positive attitude, but as always, prepare for the worst, hope for the best, and, stay safe out there. God bless, my friends, and namaste.
Namaste.